Water. My body was begging for it, forcing me to open my eyes and gasp for air. The stars spun above me, and the smell of smoke felt so overwhelming that I almost got sick. I collapsed back onto the ground, feeling a strange pressure behind my eyes. Are you awake? A sharp, unfamiliar voice rang out. I froze and tried to look in its direction, but when I moved, my vision spun, and I stared up at the dark sky again. Do you want something to drink? You must be thirsty. I didn't dare to say anything, but a hand holding an old military water flask appeared in front of my face. My thirst was stronger than my fear, and I tried to reach out for the precious liquid. I only managed to move my hand in its direction before all my strength left me, and it fell to my side again. I felt tears rolling down my cheeks at my helplessness. Relax, I will help you. A young woman leaned over to me. It took me a moment to focus, and then I saw her wolf's eyes staring into mine. Monster! I scrambled back, an unsettling sensation of something moving under my skin following with it. Calm down. She tried to hold me down, but I fought back with all my strength. In the end, she must have let me go, because I couldn't imagine winning against her in this state. I scrambled up and stumbled into the night, but only managed to take a few wobbly steps before my legs gave way and I fell to the ground. I threw up, and my body trembled with fear as an image of the spectre planting something in my soul flashed before me. I was still shaking on the ground when I heard her footsteps, and something in me wanted to scream. Drink, she said sharply, and put a water flask next to me. I shivered at the tone of her voice, but drank nonetheless, finally satisfying the burning thirst. She watched me with her wolf eyes, but I looked away the moment our eyes met. I owed nothing to this monster, and the fact that she hadn't killed me didn't mean she wouldn't do it soon. I'd heard enough tales in the settlements to know what kind of monster they were and what my fate would be. I shivered at the thought. The spectre is gone, you will live, she said and threw a blanket at me before walking back to the fire. Only then did I realize that I didn't wear any clothes. I quickly wrapped myself in the blanket and lay down, exhausted, but I didn't dare to sleep with her around. Even if I knew I wouldn't stand a chance of outrunning her, I still wanted to live, so I held on to the hope that she would leave me alone. I could feel her yellow eyes watching me from the fire, but for some reason I wasn't afraid any longer, even if I knew I should be. The spectre was gone. How? I touched my bare chest, but my skin wasn't burning any longer. I looked down. It hadn't left any marks on my body either. Yet the strange pressure behind my eyes was still there, and my vision went blurry if I moved too quickly. I pulled the blanket over my head and sobbed, hoping this was just a bad dream, and I soon would wake up in my bed. Come. Her voice forced me from my hiding, and I looked towards the fire and shivered, seeing her yellow eyes watching me. Come. Her voice was softer this time, but I wouldn't let the monster fool me so easily, so I refused to move. You will get cold there. She tried again. I ignored her, but something in me wouldn't dare to turn my back on her. The strange pressure behind my eyes intensified as I watched her, aware of every move she made. She put pieces of meat onto a stick and held it next to the fire. Soon, the smell of roasted meat filled the air, making me realize how hungry I was. I had no idea how much time had passed since. I shook my head, not wanting to think about it. She watched me from the fire, and I tried to ignore my hunger, but the more I did, the stronger it became, until my body forced me to get closer. She extended the stick, and I shivered, and instinctively backed off, realizing how close I'd come. Would you rather eat from the ground than take it from me? She frowned. I pouted, took the stick from her hand, and began to eat. She might be a monster, but I was not a dog. I want to go home, I whispered, not daring to look at her. She stayed silent for a long time, and I watched her, dreading her answer. Will you kill me? I whispered, not being able to keep the fear at bay any longer. She shook her head and answered, why would I kill you? I saved you from the spectre. Because you're a monster, I said without thinking, and then gasped, realizing what I'd said. She looked at me, but instead of anger, I saw only sadness on her face. Not everyone thinks about us that way. I looked at her with a frown, not believing her words. She sighed, reached into her bag, and pulled out a small plastic box, holding it hesitantly in her hands. I'm sorry. I don't think there is a right way to do it, she whispered and handed me the box. I frowned. What do you mean? Open it, she said. I shrugged and did as I was told, then looked at the small mirror inside. I screamed when a pair of yellow wolf eyes stared back at me.